Hi, beloved friends. I'm just answering a question that somebody posted to me. Pete and I have put out a little request that if you want either of us or one of us to answer questions on anything to do with sexuality, relationships, mystical stuff, we're more than happy. So this question was from a lady, young woman, who asked, how shall I be now that I have made that change from having mindless sex, and after asking those beloved men to leave who were simply operating from that sex-only place. What does she do now with all of her sexuality, now that she has come into a place of refinement and healing her deep, sacred self? Well, what I did was I channeled all of that sexuality into my spiritual unfoldings. This was a period of time where I took up Kundalini Yoga teacher training, and I became a very committed student, doing my practices without fail. Strong Kundalini practices that gathered and raised my lower energy. When I say lower, I don't mean bad or anything like that. I mean energy that could have very easily have gone sideways. Survival energy, seduction energy, stubborn energy, my own will, my own personal will. So I worked hard on that reservoir, chakras 1, 2, and 3, and brought them up to the level of the heart, throat, third eye, crown. Also, it's very important, beloved friends, men and women alike, to make sure you keep the sacred sexual sensual fires burning, especially a woman. Don't lose sight of your longing, even though you may be going through a period of celibacy or refinement in your sexual self. Keep the flames of longing burning. How did I do that? Dancing, beloved friends, dancing. Dancing, performing for nature, storytelling, poetry, and just simply, when I had the evenings to myself, just letting myself move and sound and dress up and dance and make any kind of position I wanted to make where I could embody certain high vibrational, ecstatic postures and performances. I used to imagine that in my yoga temple there was a whole audience of beloved saints and mystics like Rumi and Christ and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and Francis of Assisi and Shams, all the wild, mad, drunk mystics out there. I used to imagine they were in a yoga temple, and I would dance for them with my snake, with my charms, with all that I am. It was amazing. And when I look back, I wasn't able to dance like that after a man. Only in my imaginal realm could I access such qualities. So, beloved friends who have chosen to take a pause in the sex department, work on yourself to refine your sexual self, and you're wondering what to do with all that energy, that's what I did. And another great thing, don't take anything too seriously. Make sure you have lots of fun, lots of joy, and copious amounts of laughter in the process. Because to me, Shakti is laughter, is joy, is sensuality, is performance, is delight, is intrigue, is playfulness. Finally, if anyone shows up and says, "What do you reckon?" and you just know where they're at, refuse. Do not compromise. Compromise only delays the inevitable meeting with a real tantric soulmate, a Mystica Sorika, one designed specially for the ultimate alchemical union with your